Cosmetics for men were in vogue despite the strictness of Victorian morality. Men used cosmetics, especially mustache growth products, blush, and even eyeliner. However, makeup that was too bright was considered indecent, so it was applied carefully. Obsession with masculinity. The Victorians believed that men should be physically tough, reserved, and dominant. One manifestation of this ideology was a preoccupation with heavy exercise and a rejection of feminine emotions such as tears or sentimentality. Clothing could be deadly. The high-starched collars worn by gentlemen were sometimes called killer collars. If a man fell asleep in such a collar, or if his neck was too tightly tied, he could suffocate. Victorians believed in the healing power of beards. Many men grew beards on purpose, as they were believed to protect against disease by filtering dust and bacteria out of the air. Some even claimed that a beard could prevent tuberculosis. Unusual fears. Victorian men often feared loss of manhood due to excessive masturbation or excessive sexual activity. Some even wore special devices to prevent nocturnal pollutions or used shock therapy to suppress dangerous urges. Special weights to prevent erections in the fight against excessive sexual desires. Some men used weighted pouches that were tied to the genitals at night. It was believed that this would help avoid unseemly thoughts and actions in their sleep. The cult of pale skin. Although tanning began to come into fashion near the end of the 19th century, many Victorian gentlemen tried to maintain an aristocratic pallor. They wore gloves even in warm weather, used powder, and avoided the sun to avoid looking working class. Skull fixation. Phrenology, a pseudoscience that claimed that one could determine a person's character and abilities by the shape of the skull, was incredibly popular among Victorian men. Some had their heads specially shaved so that doctors could study their skulls and give intelligence and career advice. Shaving legs and armpits was not uncommon, although many people now believe that men began shaving their bodies relatively recently. Some Victorian men removed their leg and armpit hair, especially those who played sports or frequented bathhouses. This was considered more hygienic and aesthetically pleasing. The fashion for big hips in the early Victorian era. Narrow waists and wide hips were considered a sign of health and physical strength. To look more imposing, some men wore special thigh pads or tailored clothing to make them appear more massive.